Hello and welcome back to another Dare to Game video. Today we're playing Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and we're going to be doing a fan request video today. So this is one that I saw, I don't remember which video it was, but it was a cool enough request that I was like, yeah, you know what, that sounds fun. I'm going to do that. And it was to make a set of noble clothing for each color. And now when I read that, I interpreted at the time, not just a fancy suit or something like that, but specifically using the items in the game called noble stuff. So there are nobleman's hats, there's noble's chaperons, there's noble's hoods, noble's quilted trousers, etc. You get what I'm saying? So all of this stuff is named appropriately. That's not to say that you couldn't make a better outfit. In fact, for the very first one we're going to start with in here today, there is no variant in that color for the legs or the boots. So if you wanted to make it better, in my opinion, you know, to hit that monochromatic theme that we're going for in this video, then you'd want to swap it out for something else. I know there's a blue variant of the gartered hose. And I think that there's the correct color variant of either the noble's boots or noble's shoes, or not noble's, but burger's shoes or something like that for this suit. But I wanted to stick to the solid name theme. So let's just dive on in and start off with our first color that we're looking at today, which you probably already know is blue. So blue being one of the most rare colors in this game, it shouldn't be surprising that this is our one outfit in this video that I would say is not all the way up to snuff, because you can see that we're mostly hitting our color scheme, but not quite all the way. So basically throughout this video, the only thing you're going to see vary is going to be the headwear, but it is going to be appropriate. We're either going to be using the noble chaperon or the nobleman's hat. And for this one, since I like the chaperon style of hat better in this game, I use it whenever I can, you know, appropriately match it in color. And since we didn't have blue for the legs and the boots, I went with black or a light grayish color in the case of the boots, because I still feel that the outfit looks very good like this. Keep in mind, me personally, when I make an outfit like this, I like to swap certain pieces. So maybe I'll have a blue hat and a blue shirt, and then I'll have a red hood, red gloves, red pants, and maybe blue boots or something like that if I can. Because if you just alternate the colors like that, I think it looks a lot nicer than just the solid one color. But that being said, the one solid color still looks really, really sharp. So yeah, this is our blue suit. If we just go down the items in armor, there's a couple things that I'm going to have on all these suits that don't really matter that much, but I kind of like them for roleplay reasons. The noble's belt and noble's pouch are the first two among those. Just they're the best in-class things that you can use for your belt and pouch, so it makes sense to use them. Plus, they are nobles, so it's very appropriate for these outfits. After that, we got some jewelry. I have Godwin's ring because I still have that locked in my inventory, so I wear it for that reason, because I have to have it in my inventory, might as well wear it. Then we have Lord Samin's necklace. This is a necklace you can get as a reward for winning the tournament at the Samin wedding, so it's unique and cool. I wish it was visible because it's such a cool style of necklace. I wish it showed up when you wore it, but it does not. So I have it on, like I said, mostly for roleplay, but I definitely think it's a pretty cool necklace. And of course we have noble spurs, and everyone keeps asking me where to get these. I genuinely do not know. It's important to remember in these videos, when I say I don't know where something is, that doesn't mean I spawned it in, as people will say in the comments. You kill people in the game and you take things from them. And if you're like me, you're constantly doing that. And anything that is worth keeping, if it's something you don't have, or if it's just a level 3 item, you put in your storage chest. That's how you build up your inventory in Kingdom Come Deliverance and KCD2. It's not all a conspiracy. If you haven't found it yet, it's probably really rare, but that doesn't mean it's not possible to get it. But aside from that, we're going to have our standard pieces. So we have the noble chaperon, and that says a chaperon is originally just a hood worn backwards, transformed into an elegant headdress by means of a special harness. This one is tailored to the best cut of good cloth and would therefore not be lost in a royal court. Stats for this, we have stab defensive 1, slash defensive 1, blunt defensive 4, conspicuousness of 100, noise of 6, visibility of 85. It's got a charisma stat of 27, durability of 18, weight of half a pound, and a price of 82 groschen. Then we have the noble's hood. Once you are a noble, you must make sure that your manners match it. It's impossible to walk like a peasant. Only the finest worsted wool, well cut and carefully stitched, is really good enough to adorn your noble shoulders. This has a stab defensive 1, slash defensive 3, blunt defensive 4, conspicuousness of 100, noise of 31, visibility of 85, charisma of 46, durability of 16, weight of 0.7 pounds, and a price of 278.9 groschen. Then we have the noble Gambeson, exquisitely tailored and fitted noble coat made of precious fabric designed as a soft undercoat for chainmail armor and plate armor. It has a stab defense of 13, slash defense of 43, blunt defense of 34, conspicuousness of 58, noise of 40, visibility of 60, charisma of 22, durability of 20, weight of 14 pounds, and a price of 528.8 groschen. The Nobleman's gloves made of finely tanned leather, keep the hands of the highest class safe, and also show their social status by their quality. These have a stab defense of 5, slash defense of 13, blunt defense of 13, conspicuousness of 100, noise of 36, visibility of 65, charisma of 37, durability of 18, weight of 1 pound, and a price of 278.9 groschen. The Noble boots, decorated high men's boots with a raised toe, made of quality leather. They are designed for the richest. Stab defense of 1, slash defense of 4, blunt defense of 1, conspicuousness of 8, noise of 40, visibility of 15, charisma of 15, durability of 16, weight of 3 pounds, and a price of 50.6 groschen. And finally, the Noble's quilted hose. Thick wool trousers, well made of honest fabric so they don't hinder movement and last a while. These have a stab defense of 24, slash defense of 34, blunt defense of 31, conspicuousness of 10, noise of 48, visibility of 15, charisma of 14, durability of 22, and a weight of 5.4 pounds with a price of 139.6 groschen. Whew, that's a lot. So, bear in mind, since these are all the same items, as close as possible, I will not be rereading all of the stats and descriptions for each and every outfit. I just wanted to do it for the first one here. Keep in mind there are small variations in these, namely in the conspicuousness, visibility, and the charisma. So certain colors will have certain better stats across the board for some of these. You won't notice it for all of them, but darker colors will typically have a lower conspicuousness and a lower visibility. So that's the only thing that will really change a whole lot. Every once in a while you get a small change in charisma, but it's usually pretty consistent, and all of the defensive stats are going to be the same, as will the weight, typically the price, and the durability. So that is our blue outfit. Let's take a look at this one from the outside. So taking a look at it from the front, like I said, this one has the flaw of not having the blue pants or blue boots. If it did, it would probably be one of my favorites because I think the blue clothing, for various reasons, one of which being just how rare it is, but also because, blue looks good. I think it's one of the better looking outfit colors and armor colors in the game. But it is rare because blue dye was the rarest dye in most parts of the world. There were certain parts where they had natural plants that could safely be used to dye clothing, but for the most part, you don't see blue in nature all that much, except, reflecting from the sky and water, and of course the sky itself. So blue makes sense why it's so unique and rare in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, but that is our blue Nobleman's outfit. Like I've said, if you wanted to make it a bit fancier, in my opinion, you'd alternate with another color. For me, I like blue and red, and considering there are no red pieces for the pants and legs, you could always do like a red hood and then red pants and red shoes, and that would probably be good enough for a, two-toned outfit or two-colored outfit that would look pretty sharp. And maybe we'll take a look at that after we've gone through all of these. But that's the blue one. Now let's move on to our next one. All right, and so if anything, our second outfit is significantly fancier, and this is, of course, a red variant. And we've used the same ones across the board, so I won't bother going through them. But you see we've got Noble boots, Noble Chaperon, Noble Gambeson, Noble gloves, Noble hood, or Noble's hood, and the Noble's quilted hose, and then all the rest of the stuff is the same. As far as our appearance from the outside, like I said, this one is significantly better than the blue one because we have red for each item. Now that being said, again, you could alternate some colors and make it look even better than this, but I really like this. I love the red variant of the Noble's Gambeson. There are several of them. I used this one because it's the shiny one. You can get a one of these, I know for sure, off the Burgrave at Trotsky Castle. He wears one. I don't know what level it is offhand, but I know that for sure that is a spot where you can always get this, well, as long as he's alive in the game. But other than that, all pretty dang good looking stuff. The Noble's stuff obviously looks very fancy because it's designed to look right on a Nobleman. You do have a lot of different shades going on, so even with this, every piece being red, it still doesn't look too much like a blank slate outfit. There's enough variation in there that it looks good like this. But again, like I said, to pair with red, I find that blue or sometimes green, depending on your secondary colors, are very good to pair with red. So that is our red Nobleman's outfit. Okay, and so next you can see we have a green outfit here, and this is where we're going to start getting a little bit of variation because we're adding in the Nobleman's hat instead of the Noble Chaperon. So the Nobleman's hat says a beautiful hat made of real rabbit fur, lined with patterned fabric, and decorated with a brooch with jay feathers, designed to be worn by none other than a nobleman. It has a stab defense of 1, slash defense of 1, blunt defense of 4, conspicuousness of 100, noise of 7, visibility of 75, charisma of 44, durability of 18, weight of half a pound, and a price of 153.4 groschen. But other than that, we're pretty much the same across the board. So we've got a green variant of the Noble boots, Noble Gambeson, the Noble gloves, Noble's hood, Noble's quilted hose, and of course, our first time using the Nobleman's hat. And keep in mind, there are a couple different green Noble Gambesons, but this one again is my favorite because it's shiny and fancy looking. Taking a peek at it from the outside, you can see it's definitely an attractive outfit. The hood is very similar to the hood that Lord Sameen wears, but it is slightly different as that's a unique item. But other than that, we have pretty solid stuff across the board. You can see the boots and the gloves match relatively well. The pants are a very pale green, or like light olive-ish green, but they're still green, so they match fairly well. And the hat itself has a red accent on it, but like I said, I think the red pairs well with green as far as, you know, clothing items in this game go, especially when you consider the fact that we have a red belt on here. I think it looks very, very solid. And green being my personal favorite color overall, not just in Kingdom Come Deliverance, but it's my favorite color, I have a very, very strong affinity towards this variant of the Nobleman's outfit. So that is our green one. Let's move on to our next color. All right, our next one, what I was going for was brown. Now, there isn't a perfect brown, like a nice rich brown Noble Gambeson, but I believe this one works relatively well. You know, it's still in the same color spectrum, and the outfit itself looks really good, so that's why I allowed it. But you can see we're back to our first variant of the outfit with a Noble boots, Noble Chaperon, Noble Gambeson, Noble gloves, Noble hood, and Noble's quilted hose. So overall, you know, very similar to those first couple we looked at. Taking a peek at it from the outside, like I said, our Gambeson itself is more of a off-white, kind of grayish tan. But I think it goes really well with this, and this is possibly a great way to highlight the fact that, like I said, the best way to come up with an outfit like this is to alternate colors, not to try and hit all the same color, because I really like the way it looks. Even though we've got a pale brown for the hood, it still does have brown tones to it, and that brown chaperon looks so cool. I love that look. That's the main reason I definitely wanted to have a brown one. But aside from that, we of course have our lovely brown Noble gloves, and I love the Noble gloves because they have visible rings on them. And then of course, we've got our Noble boots, a brown variant. Now there's like 3 different brown variants of the Noble boots, so arguably any of them would work, but if you've got them, I think these ones look the best. So that is our brown Nobleman's outfit. Let's move on to our next color. All right, next up we've got the Hans Capon special, or I guess what he possibly could wear. It'd be really cool if you could actually gift people in this game full sets of clothing or armor and they would actually wear it. I would like that. But it's possible that that's difficult to code. I don't know. But anyway, this is pretty cool. And if you like the color yellow, it's definitely great. Now, yellow is personally my least favorite color, especially for clothing. So I do not like the color yellow. But still, you're able to match the colors so well with this one that it still looks pretty sharp. So we're back to our second variant, the one we started with the green. So we have all the same items as usual. The Noble's boots, Noble Gambeson, Noble gloves, Noble's hood, Noble's quilted hose. But then we, of course, have our Nobleman's hat again. And like I said, these actually match really well. So here's our outside view of the yellow Nobleman's outfit. You can see that we have a rich yellow for the boots and the Gambeson. The hat's a little bit different. It's got this black accent on it, but the top part of the hat, you know, the part that has the most color and is the most visible, matches the outfit rather well. Our boots and our gloves are similar-ish. The boots are fairly pale, as are the pants, but overall, it just looks real sharp. Like I said, if Hans Capon were to get real fancy in the Kuttenberg region and wanted to stick to his whole yellow vibe that he goes for, I feel like this is the outfit he should be wearing. So I guess Luke Dale should probably try to find these items so he can wear them in stream if he wants to be extra fancy. But overall, even though I really, really dislike the color yellow, especially on clothing, I think this one looks pretty sharp. So that's the yellow Nobleman's outfit. Let's move on to our final one out of the monochromatic ones we're looking at today. Lastly, we of course have everyone's favorite, or possibly not everyone's favorite, but a color that I always find to be quite pleasing, and that is the black variant. So once again, we were able to come up with a pretty solid looking one. So this is our second variant, the one where we're using the Nobleman's hat. So stats are pretty solid across the board, as always with all of these, you know, at least as far as Nobleman's clothing can be. You're not getting a ton of armor value. You're probably averaging somewhere right around the 60 to 70 for an AAR for these suits of armor or clothing, but your other stats are great. You get pretty... I mean, with this one in particular, our conspicuous noise and visibility is not crazy high. It's not what I would call a stealth outfit, but it's definitely sneaky enough with the right stats. But most importantly, our charisma is 30, which is exactly what you want for a fancy suit of noble clothing. Taking a peek-see at it from the outside, like I said, this one looks real sharp. It's one of the ones that I think matches the best, and that's mostly just because black is black. Different shades of black match better with different shades of black than any other color that exists, in my opinion. Possibly white would be another one that is probably fairly forgiving, but in my opinion, this looks real sharp. And of course, if you're going to have an accent color, a yellow or gold gold, it's one of the few instances that I think it looks good. So we have this yellow or goldish accent color on the inside of our hood, as well as the stitching on the outside. And then our hat has the same. So you can see if we look up at the hat, we still have that gold accent to make it look extra fancy. So overall, a very, very good looking outfit. Out of all of these on here, like I said, the green one's almost certainly my favorite. I've got a special place in my heart for the red one just because of how fancy and like conspicuous and shiny that one is. But this black one here is definitely a contender. I absolutely love it. I wish they had a black variant of the Noble Chaperon. We could wear Ishtvan's, but I don't really like wearing that hat. Just for stupid reasons. I mean, obviously it's just a piece of code in a video game, but I don't want to look like Ishtvan Toth, so that's why I avoid wearing his specific chaperon. But it would also probably be applicable for this outfit as well. So that is our last monochromatic nobleman's outfit. Now, I'll just throw together a couple alternating color ones to show you what I mean, that they actually look pretty cool. So here's our first one there, just a simple red and blue. So you can see we're wearing, it's just the blue, well, it would have blue boots if we had blue boots for the noble's boots, but we have these black ones on instead, and then the blue Gambeson and the blue Chaperon, and then we have a red hood, red gloves, and red pants. So like I said, you might not like it better this way, you might like it where it's all one color, but I would argue that it looks really good when you're able to coordinate safely between two colors. Here we've got a Green Bay Packer themed green and yellow nobleman's outfit. We were able to use our nice shiny green Gambeson and then the yellow accents, the green hat, the green boots, the yellow gloves. Like I said, it's probably not everyone's cup of tea, but I think that's pretty sharp. And then of course it's as simple as just inverting those items if we want to switch it around. So there, we've done that. We've got our green hood, our green pants, and our green gloves, yellow hat, yellow Gambeson, and yellow boots. So, like I said, fairly simple process to just swap a couple items and get an entirely different outfit, but that still coordinates using the same colors. And then lastly, just to polish off, a classic black and red. Of course, anything goes with black, so if you want to do black and green, black and blue, black and yellow, black and red, any of that, it's going to look pretty sharp because we've got the solid black hat, black shirt, black boots, and then of course our lovely red accents. So that is it for our nobleman's outfits. Not only have I showed you 6 monochromatic ones, which I believe is what the original request was looking for, but we've also done a little bit of switching and swapping just to show you that the freedom with this, it's very easy to make a good looking outfit, one that's got a lot of drip, as the youth says, a very fancy nobleman, using just a couple of the very, very, very many items that exist in this game. So that's all for today. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see something else like this, like for burgers or for knights or I don't know, whatever the theme you want to go with for clothing as well as armor, because I do a lot of the armor videos already, let me know down in the comment section below. But in any case, thanks for watching and have a nice day, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching another Dare to Game video. If you liked this video, please leave a like and a comment. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel. If you like my content and would like to support this channel, consider becoming a member today for as little as $1.99 a month. It makes a huge difference. But in any case, thanks for watching and have a nice day. I'll see you next time.